Remember being told your brain stops developing after a certain age? That's a myth. Our brains are incredibly dynamic, constantly changing and adapting throughout our lives. This remarkable ability is called neuroplasticity. It's the brain's power to reorganize itself by forming new connections and pathways. Think of it like this. Your brain isn't a static computer, it's more like a living, breathing forest, constantly growing and evolving. Every time you learn something new, you're literally rewiring your brain. This happens through the formation of new connections between neurons, the brain's communication cells. But neuroplasticity isn't just about adding new connections. It's also about strengthening existing ones and even pruning away unused pathways. This process is ongoing and influenced by everything we do, from our daily routines to the challenges we take on. So the next time you're feeling stuck or limited, remember this. Your brain has the incredible capacity to change and adapt. You have the power to shape your brain through your experiences and actions. How does this remarkable transformation happen? Learning involves a fascinating interplay of chemical and structural changes within our brains. When we encounter new information or practice a skill, our neurons communicate with each other through chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. This initial communication triggers short-term changes, like those quick improvements you see after a study session. But for lasting learning, something more profound needs to occur: structural changes. Think of it like building a bridge. The initial chemical communication is like laying down the first planks. To make the bridge strong and durable, you need to reinforce it with beams and supports. That's what happens in your brain with consistent practice. New connections between neurons become stronger, and existing ones are reinforced, creating lasting pathways for information to flow. This process of structural change takes time and effort, which is why cramming for an exam doesn't lead to long-term retention. Consistent practice is key to driving these changes and making new skills and knowledge stick. The evidence of neuroplasticity is all around us. Take London cab drivers, for example. To earn their licenses, they must memorize the city's incredibly complex map, navigating thousands of streets and landmarks without GPS. Brain imaging studies have shown that these drivers have an enlarged hippocampus, the brain area responsible for spatial navigation. This demonstrates how a specific skill, practiced over time, can physically alter the brain's structure. Another fascinating example is Braille readers. These individuals have developed an extraordinary sense of touch to decode information through raised dots. Research shows that the brain area dedicated to their reading finger is significantly larger than that of sighted individuals. These examples highlight how our experiences shape our brains, leading to remarkable adaptations. Neuroplasticity isn't limited to specific skills or professions. It's a fundamental principle that governs our brains throughout our lives. This means we have the potential for growth, adaptation, and learning at any age. The key is to embrace the power of behavior change and practice. The more we challenge our brains with new information and experiences, the more we stimulate neuroplasticity. Remember, effort is essential. The struggle we experience when learning something new is a sign that our brains are working hard to forge new pathways. However, it's important to note that there's no magic bullet or quick fix. Neuroplasticity is a gradual process that requires consistent effort and a personalized approach. What works for one person may not work for another, so be patient with yourself. Embrace the journey of lifelong learning and remember that your brain is capable of remarkable transformations.